Hello, thanks again for tuning in to a Racegrooves unboxing video. Here we have a 2017 B case assortment of Matchbox cars, 24 in the case. This 2017 B case arrived, I think, mid to late December. Let's go ahead and check it out. There's definitely a model in here that I'm looking forward to, and several others that I'm sure you are looking forward to. There will be some carryovers from the previous case. As always, you can check my Matchbox case unboxing playlist to see any of my previous unboxing videos. Let's see what we have here. Now, I almost said Pit King, Cement King, that was out in the last case assortment. Matter of fact, if you check out my A case unboxing video, I showed a lot of, I think, cement trucks going back even to the late 90s, I do believe. Here you have the 51 Hudson Hornet. Very, very nice model. Yeah, now Hot Wheels has their version, as well as Matchbox has their version of the Hudson Hornet. This one being the 51 Hudson Hornet. Let's see what the production code on this is. I'll have to wait for a black base. It's easier to see. But I'm gonna talk about this model and a few more out of this case at the end of the video. Those of you who are tuning into my Racegrooves weekend show, I appreciate it. Doom Dog, very nice. Red, white, and blue. Well, mostly white and blue. Just a little bit of red on there. They have a little bit of red highlights. Nice to mix up the color presentation. There you go. And as far as this helicopter, the Sea Hunter, as well as Road Mauler, both of these models were in the B case assortment. In case you missed that, they are carrying over into the C case. SWAT truck, another carryover. MBX SWAT, it says on the card. That is a casting change. That blue piece right there used to be part of the base. The metal base used to come up around the base, and that blue piece used to be an extension of the base. Now that has a casting change. Does not matter to me. It looks fine either way. It's not a big enough change for me to worry about it. Toyota Land Cruiser FJ40. Yeah, nice casting. And another casting change I discussed in the last video. As far as the Toyotas go, yeah, we got another Toyota coming up right there. But I'm sure you want to see the McLaren first. The Mercedes-Benz SLR McLaren. Yeah, this is very nice. Do you like that the McLaren is in the assortment? Which one do you think is nicer to be in the assortment? The McLaren or that Nissan Skyline that came out a couple of cases ago? You know, it's a tough choice. I know what I'm going with, but I'm going to go ahead and ask you guys to see what you guys are going with. I don't want to say to sway your opinion. Got some decos on there. This was in the last case as well. So, looks like only one per case. It might not appear in the next case, as it had, it's already been in the previous cases. Let's take a quick look at Swamp Commander, a Matchbox Originals. Got a little punch in the back. Oh, J42, now that I'm talking about it, J42 might be the base code for the assortment. That means it was produced the 42nd week of 2016, and it'll be almost 6 to 8 weeks before we see cars that were actually produced in the year 2017. Swamp Commander. And since it's J42, that means when when a car is produced in 2017, should start with K. K01, K02, second week, third week, K03. Here you have the 16 Toyota Tacoma. Another brand new casting, actually. The Toyota Tacoma has been in the lineup before, but this is actually a brand new casting. Thanks to David Tilley for pointing that out. And that's something else I'm going to talk about at the end of the video. Yeah, very cool to have. Now, in this example, as well as last case's sample, I don't see it, the 59 Chevy wagon has a roof accessory. You can see the canoe up there. Well, this has a roof accessory. So this one has blacked out windows, and this one has blacked out as windows as well. They kind of swapped the interior for a plastic piece here. You know, they're trying to keep them under $1, you know. That seems to be what consumers or retailers want. I'm not sure which one is more true of the both. And there you can see J42 on the base right there. Let's go ahead and get another handful here. Ford GT40. 2 in the case, please, please. Oh, only 1 in the case. When people ask me my favorite models, I have a fantasy model I like to name, but a licensed model that is top 5 for me. Probably top 3, maybe even number 1, Ford GT40. Love it, love it, love it. And even though Hot Wheels got the license to do the 17 Ford GT, it is this body styling that is my favorite for the GT. Yeah, looking good. Love that dark olive color. Beautiful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Here's a carryover from the previous case. Once again, I talked about this one. I even showed another color from a while back, went into my collection and got a previous color. So if you want to check out the last unboxing, 55 Ford F100 delivery truck in a flat light blue type color, kind of a grayish blue. Here we have my finger in the way. I think it's turf and tilt. Oh, tilt and tip. Close, something like that. I knew it had tip in the title. Yeah, it's another original design, and this actually tips, as you can see by the image right there. So you can dump your load, if you know what I'm talking about. You know, manure. I'm talking manure. What were you talking about? Dump your load. I'm talking about the manure. You're picking up stuff. Here you have a Crop Master Matchbox Originals design on a tractor. Should have a hitch. Yeah, look, it's got a hitch in the back, so it can tow different accessories for tilling the crop and aerating the ground. And you know, I'm guessing. I'm not a farmer. I don't remember all that stuff, but I know that they tow different things to plow the ground to aerate the soil and stuff. Ground breaker, little bulldozer model. I don't know if that front attachment actually moving. I don't know if it lifts up and down anymore or not. I might check that out. Here's the second color of heavy railer. Fairly popular casting. I think people are enjoying seeing this in the lineup. I would just assume if you're going to have not a caboose is over here for the front engine. If you're going to have the engine, you need to release something to have things to go with. Otherwise, what's the point of having the connector right there? Mr. Bean, you have the 64 Austin Mini Cooper. Very, very nice. Glad to see this casting back in the lineup. And they gave it a paint decoration that is reminiscent of Mr. Bean's that he used to drive. Who's that? Roman Atkinson? I forget. We just love him though. He's funny. We just know him as Mr. Bean. Ford F350 ambulance and all plastic body. But it looks pretty good. By the way, Mattel changed plastics. I don't know if it is on this batch here. It's been a while probably. They changed plastics for recycling purposes or biodegradability purposes. That's what I heard. So cracked blisters are just going to happen because they have a biodegradable blister, and so it's going to be more apt to crack. Okay, I'm understanding because first of all, it's a toy. It should be open up. Second of all, we got to do our part in trying to maintain what we do to the earth, okay? It's not just us here. It's also our next generations, and not to mention that, how about the birds and the bees and all that stuff? Here you have the Fire Stalker. I talked about this in the last video, so we won't talk about it too much. And here we go. We have MBX 4x4. Oh, it did carry over. MBX 4x4. As well as the 55 Chevy wagon. I'll go ahead and get a close-up of it after this break because we're going to talk about that again. Just a quick moment. And Off-Road Raider in a very interesting, it's not quite the Mattel, it's not quite Mattel's Spectra Frost. I can never think of that term real quick. Not Spectra Flame, it's a different one, sorry. But anyways, nice color. So we have an off-road vehicle coming back into the lineup. Okay, I'm going to get my turntable, and we're going to talk about this in a moment. I know you've seen that up there. And of course, if we're going to love GTs, we got to show that. And the question is, does this lift or is it static? Right after this. Okay, here we go. Groundbreaker. The question is, does the front apparatus move? Let's find out. These in here, when these are in the package, it's because they want to make sure that the paint doesn't, for the most part, it's two purposes. One, to minimize or help reduce these cracking out of the blister. And the other reason, to make sure that the paint is more dry, or actually, you know, just to make sure that the paint's dry and it doesn't rub off on the blister. Sometimes if the paint's too fresh, you'll get some rubbing on the back of the blister. So let's go ahead and check it out. Does it move? I don't know. Oh, sure does. There you go. So now you can be, anybody want to volunteer? I got to talk, no I don't. Anyways, there you go. You can move your, do your work in your garden. Maybe you got sand and you're playing and you just want to drive around. You go drive around. And yes, it does have little wheels for you to move around. Let me go ahead and get the Hudson Hornet. There you go. Wait a second. That's the Hot Wheels version. Let's check out the Matchbox version. In case you're not familiar with this, let me go ahead and put this on the turntable, give it a spin so you can check it out. I guess let's get it centered here. And then I'll go ahead and crack, let me go ahead and crack the 51 Hudson Hornet from Matchbox. Now, Mattel, again, we got a little protector. Now, with the Matchbox version, looks very nice. Tampos on the side. Nothing on the rear because we got side tampos. It says Unit 01, Sheriff. And I can't see inside the shield what it says. Can't see it. Well, maybe when I edit, I'll be able to see it. So here we have both samples. The front grille, very, very similar. Matter of fact, they're almost exact. I do see that the Matchbox version appears to have like a couple little headlights. If you look right here, it's got fog lights or something right here to where the Hot Wheels version does not. But otherwise, very, very similar. Now you can see that the Matchbox version on the roof, they made it a police vehicle. So it has those. Whereas the Hot Wheels version does not have anything. While I got the glare, that helps look at the hood. Hood's pretty much the same. I got a roof right this time. I didn't say roof. So in looking at the sides, very similar, except for I see the Hot Wheels version has a pillar here, but the Matchbox is different. Look how the Hot Wheels version, they did not put anything right here. It has a little, I take it back. It has the window here, the window here. But look how much smaller it is for the Matchbox version, and the Hot Wheels is longer, a little bit more sleek. I don't know if it's because it's a different year or if it's souped up. I don't know. But here is the door. The door's much further forward on this one. Blacked out in the back. Not blacked out, it just has a dark, it's fogged up windows. What do you call that? Tint. I thought there might have been a pillar here, but it's just the plastic. Wait a second. If that's a... I guess it does. I guess it does have metal pillar right here. I had to check. So this one has two metal pillars, whereas this one just has the one right there. And we'll take a quick look at the back. Shouldn't say quick, huh? License plate is up here for the Matchbox version, whereas the Hot Wheels version, they put it down underneath. And the bumper is done differently on each. This one, the base pops up, comes up into the back, whereas the Hot Wheels version does not. Love them both. I definitely will be looking for extras. Very cool, classic casting. Police too, love those police models. Here you have that Toyota Tacoma with the recreational piece in back. Looks like a tent. Now the Toyota Tacoma, let me let you see the full thing. 16 Toyota Tacoma. They've already had a Toyota Tacoma release. They have it like this, like a lifeguard. It has a little apparatus on top. They've done it twice. Oh, and I was talking about the wearing, the rubbing. They put these in sometimes for the rubbing. Look behind the car. See the red rubbing on the back of the package? That's from the rear view, side view mirror sticking out, and it's rubbing off red paint in the blister. So this is one. You can see yellow lifeguard. Well, they also released it in another lifeguard decal, but it's like this here. Very similar. And last but not least, they had a yellow version. It's kind of a fluorescent yellow version. Now to do the comparison between the three, because the two on the right kind of have a darker base, I'm going to use this to talk about this Toyota Tacoma, because David Tilley pointed out, he's on Instagram, if you search for David Tilley, not only are people showing how you can pop this off, so now you have a regular truck if you're a city folk like myself, or if you want to go camping, there you go, you just pop that right on. It's just like the, where do you go? Just like this one here, to where they have this pop off, but really you can take it off. It's got big holes in the roof, so I don't know if they will change this later on, but you can't take this off. As far as this, so now you take this off, and you know what? It pops on and off, not bad, because those holes aren't very unappealing. They look pretty good. Now I don't think I've opened up the other Toyota Tacoma version yet. I looked through my jammers, couldn't find one. Now, of course, I could just have not properly sorted them. Oh, that one had a protector. Anyways, this is what David pointed out. Even though they are both Toyota Tacomas, you can clearly see that it's a new casting. Look how narrow the grille is here compared to this one. Totally different shape. Hey, lost its side view mirrors. The other version had side view mirrors, so it did lose its side view mirrors. There's a lot more Matchbox models that have side view mirrors than Hot Wheels models. But so it's a totally new casting, as you can tell by the base. Look at the window. The older version is bigger, and this is smaller. So the whole body, whole new body, and that with this change in the front, whole new base. I don't know if this comes off. No. Oh, don't want to come off. Very cool. Nice colors. Excellent choice for color presentation. Looks like a color that you would be out there camping. And if you see that gap, I've seen people showing pictures of this already. In the Racegrooves community and elsewhere, we're on Facebook, the Racegrooves community. If you'd like to join over there, we just like to talk about toy cars. So that gap is there. Now, that's if you like to go out in the woods. Now, what happened to that Ford GT? Even though it's the only one in the case, this is not going to survive this. But where do you go? Where do you go? There he is. Ford GT. Oh, yeah. I love that color. Careful. 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 It's just styrofoam. It's okay, Bubba. There you go. Let's go ahead and give it a spin. Zoom in. I could put some music here, but I have a family-friendly channel in it. This is the kind of model, this is the kind of car that if I were to buy a supercar, this is the kind of car that I would buy. The Ford GT, and not the 17 version either. I would get an older version. Matter of fact, I just showed a collection of Tyco Matchbox, and I also had some others with it. This one fell out of the blister. So let me go ahead and show you a couple other Ford GTs from my collection. This one is a modern day version of a Ford GT. It was a regular basic release. Let's see, this one, I think this one was also a basic release. Silver paint, I do not believe this is, I don't know. I hate looking at this one. It's hard to tell if it's Zamac or it's not. I'll tell you what it is though. It's fantastic, that's what it is. I was going through looking for my Ford GTs, and I noticed that this one had a little curl in the package right here. Oh, we're gonna have to open it up. Here's a yellow sample. Headlights, GT40. They even got like they even decorated the pins. Oh, there's another good one. How about that for deco presentation? What else do I got here? Oh yeah, this guy here. You seen this one here? Not yet. Can't come out. What else? Here we go. Here's another. I don't remember if this was a modern. Oh yeah, see that since that's there. Mattel, they did reissue Superfast. They had special $3, $4 packages, and I believe that this one comes from one of those. And it was kind of a throwback to that one right there. This is a vintage Lesney product, Ford GT Racer, and this is the original. This one I'll be careful with. Look, the paint's going to withstand the damage. It's been around a long time, still not messed up. Here you have a regular wheels version of the Ford GT. Turn it around so you can read it. Made in England by Lesney. Matchbox series, number 4, it looks like, I believe. Ford GT. And these are the old vintage regular wheels. And look, these look fantastic. And they were great representatives of licensed models. But when Hot Wheels came out, when Mattel came out with Hot Wheels, these things no roll. The Hot Wheels versions, they roll. So then Matchbox came out with their super fast type wheels, and the rest is history. Anyways, thank you for watching my case unboxing video. I hope you enjoyed the little bonus material at the end. I mentioned some other videos as well, if you'd like to check those out. My case unboxing playlist, or have a gander at something else. Thank you for watching, and happy collecting. Bye-bye.